And prior to the album, you put out a 7-inch on paper and plastic. How'd that come about?
It's kind of funny. We were talking to Vinny about his label a while ago, and he actually we've known him. Nick did a tour with Wilhelm Scream, playing bass, and they toured with Less Than Jake. Roger from Less Than Jake heard the CD, liked it, showed it to Vinny. Vinny saw us at the Fest or something one year in Gainesville, Florida, and then he was like, "Hey, we should do something." So he got us 4 or 5 shows of Less Than Jake, which were awesome. So we've been friends with them since then. And then he talked about his label for a while with us. You know, we were just like throwing around ideas. And then once I saw a fly, but once the Fuel by Ramen thing started happening, even though he sold his shares of Fuel by Ramen 2 years ago, he was still down to, kind of reunite it, because we're like, when they wanted to sign us, we were like, we still want you to do the vinyl, because that's a big thing, for Vinny. So we decided to do a 7-inch and the full-length LP, which is going to come out eventually. We're still planning it right now. So Welcome Back Riders, that was a song on the record, and then the B-side is Montreal Screwjob. And we ended up just, we wanted to put that somewhere. We didn't want to just have it be some secret iTunes exclusive, so we figured we've never done a 7-inch, we've never had an actual legit B-side song, so we put those together. That's what happened.
Also, I think this band is covering Blink-182.
I heard it. Actually, you know what? It sounded like Bouncing Souls at first, and it's one kid's first show ever.
First date. But I just mean who covers it.
You know what? Okay, yeah, same chords as Bouncing Souls. That's why I thought it was. Okay.
That's a weird choice for a cover too.
Yeah, that's
First date.
Yeah.
Well, to them, they're young kids.
Well,
it's probably a super old song to them.
Yeah, it's not like Dude
yeah, here's a classic. Check it out. And we're like, well, when was that? 2000?
It was.
We played that song when we were
2001, I think it was.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was 2000s for sure. I remember when I downloaded the video, I thought it was the funniest thing
That is a great video.
Is that the Money one?
No, it's when they're
That's
dressed
rock
in the
show.
70s.
Wait, those are different songs?
Yeah, they sound exactly the same.
Oh,
Girl at the rock show, very first date. Yeah, same.
Oh my, no way! I thought that was the first song, or the same song.
That's how you get famous. You write the same song over and over again.
Oh.
Nickelback did it. Blink did it.
Every
Did it.
single song.
Except for
Nickelback did it.
Miss You, Miss You. What a terrible, shitty song that is. Wow.
But I still tour with us Blink-182 because we love you.
I do. Where are you?
I'm feeling this. But
anyway, sorry.
No problem. So you guys excited to get back on the road with Less Than Jake?
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
It'll be cool doing a Paramore tour, and then the Casualties on the Less Than Jake tour,
Right.
which is the funniest transition.
Because we
Totally different
when we run
audience.
into Paramore, we're like, "Hi Paramore, how are you?" They're like, "We're great." And we're like, "Haha, we're such good friends." And then Casualties, we're gonna be like, "What's up? I'm gonna stab you." So it's gonna be a totally different kind of vibe. Completely different.
But we're into it.
Yeah, it's doing a legit punk tour is gonna be awesome.
I heard the Casualties guys are really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet them. And
Because we did Streely Manifesto was a ska tour. Less Than Jake, they're more punk than they are ska in my head. So them and the Casualties would be cool. And Cage, the rapper, which would be really cool. It's a diverse crowd. And then this summer we did Set Your Goals and 4 Year Strong, which is the pop punk hardcore thing. So we're kind of covering every single genre of music that we could relate to, which is really cool. So by the end of the year, I think we'll actually cover everything.
we'll even cover Blink-182 songs.
We just played with Bone Thugs. I mean,
Yeah.
gangsters now.
We are, man. They totally accepted us into their gang,
They blessed all of our gear.
They did. They touched it.
They have a shaman that
They brought
travels
our
with
gear
them.
to the crossroads.
Yeah.
So you can't be lonely.
Bone. Oh, yeah.
So you played for a lot of different audiences. Are you worried about how the more punk audiences are going to react to you?
No.
Well, we played with Propaganda and Strike Anywhere right before we announced the Paramore tour. The kids went off and had a really good time, and they're two of the punkest bands out there right now. So the fact that we can play to them and tear it up a little bit was awesome. And then play the Paramore tour and kids weren't afraid of us. We kind of have a nice little balance going. Plus, on more punk shows, we have some fast songs we can whip out, and then on poppier shows we can just play some of the more mid-tempo songs. But we still like to vary it up and play whatever we want to play. It doesn't matter if we're trying to impress anybody or not scare anybody away. So these shows, we were like, yeah, let's just play a bunch of our new songs just because we want to, And on the Less Than Jake tour, we'll probably split it up a little bit more, play some older stuff and some newer stuff, because I think more of our fans are going to come out to those shows than the Paramore shows, because those sold out real fast, and not a lot of people want to pay $40 to see the Swellers play. So
I think the music scene, I hope it's getting a little less snobby. It feels like that to me.
Yeah.
It's
A little less.
Kids actually like accept bands.
The snottiest kids are the kids that we were 10 years ago, like
Yeah.
the punk rock kids that are just like, yeah, and now it's, like bands like 4 Year Strong and Set Your Goals that we toured with, like kids who like those bands tend to be the most standoffish to new music and like anything but that kind of music. But when we did like that Gig Life tour this summer, kids were like, all right, like I dig this, and like buying our stuff, hanging out with us. So that was kind of like the first sign of like, man, like kids are starting to get pretty cool. I don't know if we're getting better or if like kids are just getting nicer. But
Yeah, everything just seems to be crossing over and mixing well. So.
yeah, it's cool. Crossroads.
See you at the crossroads.
Do you feel a lot of pressure now? There's a lot of buzz behind you guys.
I don't know. I think we're kind of just doing the same thing we've always done and just like taking what we can get. Like we're just getting put on these cool tours and we're just gonna keep showing up and keep playing. And I do want to, sell records so our label's not pissed, but because they've been working really hard for us. But we're working hard too. They're sleeping at their houses. We're sleeping on floors. So I'll be like, screw you guys.
Screw the man.
This is punk rock. F the suits.
Well, what's actually what's really cool though is like we have our next 3 tours. Oh, Paramore's almost over, but we have 3 tours that were already lined up. So that's less work for us. We're already working on like spring, summer, all that stuff. And that didn't work. But the label's like, they're super stoked on everything we're doing. We work hard as a band, so we actually, I mean, not to be like cocky or anything, but we deserve what we get because it's been over 7 years and we actually work for things, So like tomorrow is gonna be crazy. We're doing like an interview for like MTV.com and then like Spin.com, like an acoustic session thing.
Yeah.
We've never done stuff like that ever. So like
We're
that'll be
visiting
really cool.
Atlantic Records, which are like our big brother label to Fueled by Ramen.
And then going to Fueled by Ramen too.
We're just
Are we?
enjoying every day and working as hard as we did when we all started playing music,
Yeah, so the ride's getting a little easier, which is cool, because we've been like booking our own shows for so long and paying for our own recordings of our records, and so now that we have people helping us out with that, it's like we can breathe a little bit easier and work harder at actually playing the shows and writing songs than worrying about, I don't know if our band's still going to be together in 3 months because if we can't afford it or not. So it's been cool. Not saying we're making a ton of money and we can afford it now, but we're making enough to keep doing what we're doing, which is, I think that should be any band's goal really at first. So now that we're kind of there, it'd be nice to make some money one day. Buy someone something nice.
Like a Vespa?
Like a Vespa.
Uh-oh.
I owe Anto a Vespa because I ran into his car once. He parked behind my garage and no one ever does, and I was on the phone and we were all talking and laughing like, haha. And he goes, my car, stop. I'm like, what? Bam.
You're on the phone to me.
Oh yeah. And then I was like, talk to you later, Ryan. Oh yeah.
Thanks, we're all together. That's what counts.
Yeah, we're all together.
And luckily it wasn't too messed up.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
First accident.
That was my first accident.
But Nick said he's gonna buy me a Vespa, so I'm kind of for him.
And that's not the first car that's been hit outside of my garage. That happened to our
apparently all
old
the
bass
bass
player.
player.
Our old bass player
With a black car, too.
My mom railed his car, like backing up, like zoom, wow. That's the sound it made.
Zoom shabba.
Yeah. And I got it tattooed on me.
That's awesome.
It's a car backing up, crashing.